Good morning. Welcome to the Nos Rocker Morning Review. I am Nos Rocker, and it is the morning, and we are going to review, and I'm going to check my camera because it's not right. Now it's right. Okay, so now we can begin the tale of despair that is starting to become my StarCraft experience. As you may know, in the last few days, I decided to switch up the style from just sitting in my base and trying to make an army to trying to get out there and do some stuff. Make some Lings, make some Banes, try some new openers, and boy is it not working at all. I think there is probably more that I don't understand about what I am doing than what I do understand. To start with, this whole like low gas opener thing, right? You get the early Ling speed, all right, with you. Then you get some Lings that have speed very fast. You go and fuck around. That is working great. But then you just don't take a lot of gas, and then you don't have a lot of gas, and then at some point you're like, oh, I need to make something to deal with something, and then you have no gas, and then you start saturating gas. You're like, okay, I gotta take all these gases now, but then you have to collect all that gas, and so you're trying to spend it as soon as you can, and then I'm ending up with like 1 billion minerals and no gas and no tech. I can't even afford like banelings, so obviously I'm timing this out really wrong, and I don't know. It's just like it's a fucking thing, man. So my minerals are getting out of control, which, I mean, that's kind of good. I just need to spend minerals. But the gas is non-existent. And it's totally throwing everything off down the whole line. Because then as I start to think like, okay, now I'm going to tech up. Now I feel the repercussions of this late gas thing through the whole game. Large, probably because I've been doing this. So I'm like the same amount of gas and minerals pretty much forever. So I think my internal calculator kind of knows how much money and gas I have based on just taking a lot of gas. So I think part of the problem is probably I need to get the gas timing correct for what I'm trying to make, which is going to be either like upgrades or Ling or layer and Baneling nest. I think I'm forgetting to go back onto the first gas, and I'm not exactly sure when to take the second gas, but I still don't know what you're going to do when you tech up, because teching up is like, I don't know. It costs a lot of gas. And also, I think I don't know how the hell to use Lings and Banes at all. I think that I am just kind of, it's like, I think I'm investing very heavily into something that I don't know how to use at all, and it's making everything fall apart. I don't think I've won a single game, or even come close to it really, since I started doing this. But that being said, okay, that's not entirely true. I did have like a stupid early like BC rush, like 5.5 minute BC teleporting into your base, and I had a bunch of Lings, and then I just sent the Lings in, and that game kind of started to look a little bit close for a second, except that it wasn't, because then the Terran just like dropped a bunch of mules and made a bunch of tanks. Oh, that's something that I'm always surprised by, is like Terrans will just rebuild army immediately. You'll just destroy all their mineral lines, and they'll be like, okay, I just throw down some mules and I'm going to make an army. Like, they don't take time to rebuild, it seems. They just go back in. They're just like constantly in there. Just like go, go, go. I don't know. I just feel so behind now. Like, I can't make any money and I don't have any valuable army. And like the Lings and the Banes, I don't think I have any, like I said, no understanding of how to use them at all. It's terrible. Honestly, it's like, I don't think I've actually ever felt this bad at StarCraft. Like, even when I was brand new and I never played before, I felt more effective because I had a very specific and simple guide. It was just like macro, and I was in like gold, and that was fine. That was all I needed to do. But now it's all falling apart. It's no good. No good at all. I've tried doing like some tech switches as well, but then you get into the gas issue. I basically have no fucking idea what I'm doing. So there's like, obviously there's plateaus in things in progress. You get to a plateau. What I am in is like a ravine. It's not like, oh, up to here and then chill, and then up to here and then chill. I was like up to here, chill, and then all of a sudden I went down to lower than I had ever been before, and now I'm at a plateau, but the plateau is actually below my starting point. So like, not only am I not improving, but I'm actually the worst that I have ever been. And this is a little bit annoying. Now, hopefully, that won't last forever. Hopefully, I'm going to figure out what to do and when to do it. But I mean, right now, it feels like everything destroys Zerglings, and everybody makes more money than me, and everybody has a more versatile army than me. Everybody can lose workers without it affecting their economy. Like, it's crazy. I'm so yeah. Every day I feel like I'm coming in here and I'm talking about how I'm more and more lost and confused than I was the day before. And it's weird. It's weird because today I had like a conversation with Browntown yesterday. We talked about how this all works, and I felt like, I get it. This is it. This is going to be fucking great. And holy shit, is it not? It's just a fucking disaster. So there's a lot to work on. I also think that, yeah, we're going to do some sessions with Browntown for sure, because I obviously do not have the tools to answer these questions. It kind of feels like I was almost on like this crutch of the vibe thing, where it's just like, do exactly what vibe says and you'll get to a certain rank, which is fairly accurate. But I mistook that for me learning to play the game, which it clearly was not. I was learning to do an effective build order that beats the rank that I am currently in, which is ironically what I was kind of trying to avoid doing. I was like, oh, I don't want to just do a build order that, you know, I want to learn the game. Well, I clearly did not learn the game with what I was doing. Okay. All this being said, I'm not as discouraged as I have been before, because it's going so badly that I know that I just am missing a shitload of information. Like, either I am wildly ignorant, or I have the mental capacity of a fucking mouse pad. And since I have made it this far in life, I suspect it is the former. So we're going to learn how this shit works, and we're going to figure out how to play StarCraft. Maybe we're just starting again from fucking zero. I don't know. But we're going to get there. Still fully intending a diamond this weekend, although that seems crazy since I'm barely going to be able to stay in plat this weekend. But I know that I have all of the pieces there, right? I've beaten diamond people before. I know a decent amount. I think it's just putting all of the pieces together in this particular orientation. Yeah. All right. That's that. Yeah, it is. Okay. Thank you for listening to the ramblings of Destitute Man. Just trying to get up one more rung on that terrible, punishing ladder of StarCraft 2. Have a wonderful day. I am not playing another game today. I'm going to go to work and do some things. But I will play some more tomorrow, and maybe I'll be a wiser man than I was today. All the best. Farewell.